Last Saturday, every smart device in my house started greeting someone by name. The problem?
Who's doing this?
I live alone. At first, I blamed a software update. Maybe Alexa bugged out. Maybe my Wi-Fi had been hacked. Then, my phone vibrated. Resident Daniel is approaching. Estimated distance, 12 feet. I was the only person inside the house. Chris never wanted a smart home. It just happened over time. A smart lock, then smart lights, then a thermostat, security cameras, a voice assistant, even the coffee maker connected to Wi-Fi. Eventually, almost everything in the house could be controlled from one app. For nearly 2 years, it worked perfectly, until last Saturday, at exactly 1:47 a.m. Every bedroom light switched on, not one after another, all at once. Chris opened the Smart Home app. No scheduled automation, no remote access, no software update, nothing. Then the bedroom speaker calmly said,
Hello?
"Welcome home, Daniel." Chris laughed nervously. There is no Daniel. The assistant didn't respond. A second later, the thermostat changed itself, 72 degrees to 67. A notification appeared, preferred temperature restored. Chris had never created a preferred temperature profile. Then the coffee maker started brewing. Nobody had scheduled it. Nobody was in the kitchen. When Chris walked downstairs, fresh coffee was already pouring into a mug. Only, he didn't own that mug. It was dark blue. His kitchen only had white mugs. He checked every cabinet. No blue mug anywhere. He looked back at the counter. The mug was gone. Before he could process that, the living room TV switched on by itself. Instead of Netflix, it opened the photo gallery. Family pictures slowly appeared. Birthday parties, road trips, Christmas mornings, except Chris had never seen any of them before, because he was in them, standing beside another man. Every photo identified him with the same caption,
No, this can't be happening.
Chris and Daniel. The screen suddenly went black. Then another notification appeared. Resident Daniel has arrived. Distance, 8 feet. Chris slowly looked around the living room. Nothing, no footsteps, no movement, just silence. Then, every motion sensor in the house activated. Not together, one after another. Kitchen, hallway, dining room, stairs. Exactly like someone
1:47 a.m.
invisible was walking toward the bedroom.
Why won't it change?
Chris ran upstairs.
It's been hours.
Every security camera was still online. He opened the live feeds. Front door, empty. Backyard, empty. Garage, empty. Then he opened the hallway camera. Nothing looked unusual until he switched to the bedroom camera. The room was empty. But when he looked back at the hallway camera, someone was standing beside him. A tall man, dark hoodie, hands in his pockets. Chris spun around instantly. Nobody. He looked back at the phone. The figure was gone. A second later, another notification appeared. Resident Daniel is now inside the home. Distance,
Still no
0
unknown
feet.
users.
Chris immediately called
doesn't
customer
make sense.
support. After verifying
Who
his
else
account,
has access?
the technician became strangely quiet.
Fully
He
updated?
asked,
No way.
"Can you confirm your address?"
This
Chris
has to
did.
be a glitch.
More silence. Then the technician asked, "Who's Daniel?" Chris replied, "I was hoping you could tell me." Keyboard clicks echoed through the phone. Finally, the technician spoke again. "We already removed Daniel." A pause. 3 years ago, Chris felt his stomach drop. "What do you mean removed?" No answer. The call disconnected. Not hung up. Disconnected. Every smart device in the house immediately went offline, except one.
Just a glitch.
The bedroom
It's
speaker.
nothing. Just a glitch.
It quietly said,
Come on, it's just a
"Second
glitch."
resident confirmed."
See, it's stopping. Just a
Then the
glitch.
bedroom closet light switched on.
What was that?
Chris had lived
I
in
heard a
that house
voice.
for almost 2 years.
Did you
There
say
had
something?
never been a light inside
There's
that
no one
closet.
else here.
He
Answer
slowly
me.
opened the door. Empty. Just coats, old boxes, and a warm wall. One section of drywall felt almost hot. The next morning, an electrician opened it. No wires, no pipes, no insulation. Only a single old network cable, still connected to something behind the wall. Nobody knew where it went. That night, 1:47 a.m., every smart device powered back on by itself. The smart TV displayed one message, synchronizing residents. The cameras rebooted. This time, every camera showed Chris except one, the garage camera. It showed Chris, standing beside someone else. Both of them were looking directly into the camera. Chris was alone in the garage. He checked again. Only one person was there, but the recording insisted there were two. Then every speaker in the house activated together. The first voice said,
"The coffee machine
"Welcome
is
home,
on by
Chris."
itself.
A second voice answered
This can't
immediately,
be happening.
"I'm already home." The lights shut off, one by one, until only the bedroom remained illuminated. Chris walked toward it slowly. His phone vibrated. One final notification appeared. Migration
I don't
complete.
recognize this at
Primary
all.
resident, Chris. Secondary
Shouldn't
resident,
be here.
Daniel. Status, together. Before Chris could react, the bedroom motion sensor activated. Someone was inside the room. The door slowly opened by itself. The app sent one final message, house occupancy. Chris never looked inside. He grabbed his keys, walked out, and never went back. A week later, Chris moved into a completely different apartment. No smart lock, no smart lights, no voice assistant, just ordinary switches. The first night was completely quiet. The second night, at exactly 1:47 a.m., his bedside lamp turned on by itself. It wasn't connected to Wi-Fi. His phone buzzed. There was no app open, just a single notification. Existing resident detected. People think smart homes learn your routines. Maybe they do, but sometimes they remember someone else's. And according to the last account backup, Chris was never the owner. He was only the second resident. What was the creepiest part of this story? The camera is showing two different realities. Customer support saying Daniel had already been removed. The house recognizing two residents, the final notification. Tell me your answer in the comments.